You are now listening to The Couch on 24/7 Miami with your hosts, Chubby Dubby, Clem December,
Big Clem. December, it's Clem time.
and your boy Coleman.
Coleman, I've had the most absurd nightmare. I was poor and no one liked me.
Let's go.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Okay.
Okay, welcome back to The Couch.
El Sofá.
Tuesday nights, 6:30 on the TuneIn app, 24/7 Miami. Twitter, The Couch _Miami. Follow us on Instagram, The Couch _radio. We've got a full complement of
Host and co-host.
host and talent this evening. Okay.
Hello.
So we were off last week. We are getting into. That's weird. We can hear the people outside in our headphones. Okay.
I wonder if
So,
everybody else hears them.
Let's jump right in to the NBA playoffs. We were off for like 2 weeks, and now is the commencement of the conference finals. We've already had one game where Kawhi Leonard got hurt, and there was a 48-point swing in the game. The Spurs went from up 23 to down 25, or not down 25.
Two.
Yeah, a 25-point swing.
Real
Sorry,
quick.
that was some bad numbers for you.
So real quick, before we kind of really jump into what's going on right now, has it been, what you thought? Like, has it been pretty much predictable up until now for you guys?
Sides are 1 versus 2.
Yeah, it's all chalk. And that's we were talking about this 2 weeks ago
Right.
when you were not here about how the NBA playoffs, for the most part, are always all chalk. It's just how you get there.
Right.
The journey.
Or has it been like that the last few years with
It's
the
always
two?
like that.
It's
It's
pretty much
always like
always
that.
like
It's
that.
always 1 versus 2 or 1 versus 3.
Right.
So nothing changed this year. Pretty much for the last month of the playoffs, we've just been waiting for really
Cavs
Warriors.
Right.
Some people could argue you'd still have to see who's going to win, the Warriors or the Spurs, because I think without Kawhi getting hurt, that's a series.
Yeah.
They were on the verge of stealing game 1 in San Francisco or Oakland, wherever they play.
They play in San Francisco or Oakland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a Golden Gate Bridge, but then,
Thank you.
it's like Bay Area, and they rep that, and I don't really understand it either.
Right. Okay. So, yeah. But now it's looking like we're just waiting on Cavs Warriors. I don't think Cavs Celtics is going to be much. I don't think the Celtics should have got past the Wizards, but the Wizards gave them that series.
Well,
I think the Wizards were the better team.
do you?
Yes.
I'm the only one that's kind of given right now. I've talked about it with a few friends, and I like Boston. I mean, look, hey, relax. All right, let's all calm down. I'm not saying that Boston even stands a chance. I mean, the consolation prize for the Eastern Conference just to get finals with the Cavs. Everyone knows who's going to win that because there's a man on a mission on the other side. But and I might have wanted to see. I would have liked to see Houston too instead of San Antonio in there. I thought it would have been more fun. It would have been more, I don't know, fast pace, higher scoring.
I agree. And Houston looked really good. They won game 1 by a large margin.
Right.
And then I don't think they won again. Did they lose 4-1?
It was 4-2.
And
they lost game 6 in Houston.
Yeah,
in which
Right.
James Harden
Kawhi
pooped
Leonard
on the floor.
didn't play.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I've been someone was telling, I think it was Stu Gatz this morning, was telling Greg Popovich that he needs to chill out for 2 reasons. One, Greg Popovich went on this whole rant about Zaza Pachulia being a dirty player because he made what is technically an illegal move in the NBA to close out on a shooter underneath his shooting area.
And they called a foul on it. I mean,
Right. It's not like they didn't call.
Right.
He
So
didn't get the call.
one thing Stugatz mentioned was, because Greg Popovich made a whole big stink about, oh, well, we're up 23 and then Kawhi gets hurt and, do you think I'm mad? Like, well, you won in Houston without Kawhi. So the fact that you blew a 23-point lead, let's not, it's because Kawhi got hurt. You've won without Kawhi, and you won without Kawhi against Houston for a whole game. In this particular instance, you only had to, protect a 23-point lead in the fourth quarter,
Which I think
or in the third quarter.
Which I think reflects so much more on the coach. When you have a 23-point lead, no matter what guys you have out there, you have to have some type of game plan. Now, again, I'm not here questioning Popovich because he's one of the greatest coaches we've ever seen. But how does that happen? How do you have that lead, and let it go? It has to somewhat reflect on the coaching. But then again, you're playing the freaking Warriors.
right?
Which is
It's the Warriors. I mean,
Warriors.
they have Kevin Durant.
It's the one team that can drop 25 points in 8 minutes.
Right. They erased that lead. And so the one thing I would say about Popovich is that he's going to bat for his players, and he's partly doing his job.
Right.
He's got to protect his guys.
Sure.
If he feels like they're not protecting his guys, then he's got to go on a tirade about it so that, hey, guess what? They'll watch this more closely as the series goes on.
Fizdale learned that from him, huh?
Right. Well, a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
a classic move because I've noticed that when you do kind of make a stink and you criticize officiating or whatever it is or whoever you're criticizing, Fizdale was the most recent example where he made comments and then the next game, the Grizzlies went to the line a lot more. Whoever they were playing didn't go to the line as much. And there's a history of that. So, but in this case, what can change by criticizing Zaza Pachulia? It's not like criticizing the officiating where the officials can change how they're going to officiate. Zaza's not going to change the way he plays just because Greg Popovich says something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know necessarily that there will be any sort of like correction back towards anything because I mean, what really can they correct?
What can happen?
They can't call like a super foul.
Right.
It's not a technical just because you don't like it. It's a foul. It's a foul, but I mean, it's what he's got to do. It's part of his job.
But then it's that, and yeah, he got the call. He goes on that tirade, knowing that, dude, one of the best defensive players that he had, that he coached, Bruce Bowen, was the reason that rule got made in the first place.
Yeah,
like and he has to know that he's gonna go on the tirade anyways,
right?
And somebody's just got to be like, and I know, but I got to do what I got to do. So
right.
So I mean, Kawhi Leonard's officially out for game 2
tonight.
For tonight, he's out. They said moving forward, there's a possibility. Like, I think he probably should be back. And there's
imagine if he would have played that last game in Houston, because he would have risked that too. I mean, I don't know. It just maybe made it worse. That's why.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, if he would have busted up his ankle again, he re-sprained the same ankle.
Correct. Right? He sprained it like 3 times in this playoffs.
That's absolutely nuts, man.
But the thing is, there's a possibility that there's not really any damage done because when you start off a series, okay, whenever you say that a series, like the series doesn't change until a team wins an away game. So if they end up giving up the first 2 and those end up being the first 2 that Kawhi is out, yes, it would have been nice to be able to steal the first one, but they're not really like, I don't think it's time for everybody to be like, oh God, the Spurs are going to lose this series. Absolutely. Even though I think they're going to lose, but like, because they lose the 2 first away games, like everybody's panicking and jumping ship now.
So it was said that if needed, okay, Popovich held Kawhi out of that last game in Houston. Kawhi, game 7, whatever, season on the line, championship on the line, et cetera, he would have probably played, or he was able to play.
Okay.
Now, what do you do these 2 games that you are like bringing up your point, what you just said? Okay, you're the away team. The series doesn't start until somebody wins on the road. So I don't know. How do you? Well, he's already out this game. I mean,
right, chalk up the first 2. Hey, we got to start over. We got to start with game 3 and see what we can do at home. Hopefully, Kawhi's ankle will be better by then. We'll see if we can take care of our business, win the 2 games that we have at home. Then we'll get a chance to go back and steal game 5 on the road again. Hopefully, his ankle will be better by then. I mean, what do you want to do? Give up?
Watch the Spurs win by 20 tonight without Kawhi.
Right, that'd be hilarious.
That's what the Spurs
do.
That's what the Spurs do. That's what It was
What's the line tonight?
they lost by
It was 10.
they lost by 25 in game 1 to the Rockets, and I'm like, and this was after okay, so the Rockets handled the Thunder in 5. They win game 1 in San Antonio by over 20. I'm like, wow, this Rockets team is really good right now. They're firing on all cylinders. They might win this series. And then the Spurs win like the next 2 by over 20.
Right.
And that's what the Spurs do. They lose games here and there, but like the Spurs are never that team that like, oh, you go down 2-1 in a series. Do you hit the panic button? Never with the Spurs.
Right.
Never.
But that's what a lot of the, a lot of Twitter and the media and stuff like that. Oh, the series is over. Blah, blah, blah,
and
blah.
how much does Tony Parker
be?
being out affect that, do you think?
None.
Not as nearly as the name. Like you see the name and like out for the rest of the season. I mean, and it probably makes more of a impact on paper than it does on the court.
I mean, they would love to have Tony Parker now that Kawhi's not there.
Yeah, for leadership purpose, right?
Well,
But-
I think Tony Parker is maybe not towards the end of his career. I wouldn't say ostensibly better, but he's at least. I would rather have Tony Parker than Patty Mills or DeJounte Murray.
Well, I mean, it's just basketball savvy. I mean, he's
Got what 3 or 4 of those 5 rings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's a little experience out there, to say the least, on the
Right.
court, at least to direct players and younger guys where to be. I mean, a lot of those guys down there haven't really been there for too long. They're exposing most teams. At least they did with Houston. They exposed them down low. That's how they won that last game in Houston, was killing them, on the boards and just down low. I mean, a lot of pain points. And Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge, he's young, but they haven't been there for too long. So I mean, it has to help to have some type of leadership on the court.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so just real quick Eastern Conference Finals talk. Does Boston have any kind of chance?
Dude, I want to say that they
just
do.
say no, and we're gonna move on.
No, because I want to say that they do. I
They
don't want to knock them out.
though. They don't.
Okay, well, what's gonna happen when LeBron gets on Isaiah? Okay, because at one point in the series, LeBron's gonna cover Isaiah,
And
they're gonna start pounding him on the down low. I mean,
who's gonna pound who down low?
Al
Horford.
Horford's way better than Tristan Thompson.
I don't. Yeah, but Tristan Thompson.
Based on what? And what are you even talking? Better at what?
Tristan
At
Thompson.
basketball.
Listen,
Oh, okay.
Tristan Thompson may not be an electrifying like scorer of the ball.
Okay.
Tristan Thompson, one thing he does do, he's a great rebounder, but he's a big body. Al Horford's not just gonna like easily score all over Tristan Thompson all day. Like, he's a good defender. He's 7 foot. Like, Al Horford's not just gonna take Tristan Thompson to the yard.
I like Horford, bro.
And Isaiah Thomas is statistically,
Yo,
there's
the Celtics are
numbers
big
on
down
this.
there. The Celtics are big.
there's numbers on this that Isaiah Thomas is the worst defender in the league.
Okay.
So they
that's
play
fine.
they play defense 4-on-5, and you're playing defense 4-on-5 against LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, who Kyrie Irving is potentially second best point guard that can score in the league
That can
besides
score.
Steph Curry
How
or
is he
Russell.
defensively?
Not a liability like Isaiah Thomas is.
Maybe not as much of a liability.
He's not
but
as
I
bad
mean,
as Isaiah,
Let's
but
just-
he's not a good defender.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So all right, bro, they can cancel out. It's 4-on-4 then now, with 2 monster scores.
I have 2
Manny,
words
I
for
would
you.
be surprised if the Celtics win one game.
All right, that's fair enough.
I honestly, I will be too. There's 0 chance they're going to win a game in Cleveland. I think that maybe they take game 3. Cleveland sort of maybe dilly-dallies around, but I don't think the Cleveland.
Not even game 3. They take game 4 if they go down 3-0, and then everyone plays that
Maybe.
desperate ball.
But or like the going back to Boston for the first time. I think that there's a chance, but like, look, there's nothing that they can do about LeBron James.
Oh, wait.
Absolutely.
You're
right.
No, not even game 3.
Oh,
Boston
that's
is
right,
at
that's
home.
Right, that's right.
So Boston's going to go down 0-2 it's over. It's over. It's already over. The fact that they have to play game 1, the fact that
That's
they
right.
have to
I
play
forgot that they were the
game
1 seed. And
yeah,
the Cavs are the 2.
the fact that Boston has to play game 1 at home is they're done for,
Look.
because LeBron's not going to lose game 1.
The fact that the fact that the Cavs kind of just coasted towards the end of the season and literally allowed Boston to get that number 1 seed and just like, yeah, you
It's
guys
like-
can have it.
Because they don't
It's like,
care.
exactly. That
In-
was impressive. To
In
me, that-
years past, it mattered. Like that Pacer team swears that if they had game 7 at home, they would have beat the Heat, and vice versa. The Heat wanted to be number 1 so that we didn't have to go to Indiana for game 1 and game 7.
Right.
But that's this series. It doesn't matter. Cleveland knew that it didn't matter where where they tee it up, it doesn't matter.
That's and okay. And has that been the issue with the playoffs this year? Because everybody's talking about how boring they are. I mean, look, at the end of the day, dude, can we just fast forward to the final? Because you guys are right. At the end of the day, I'm giving Boston a fighting chance just because I'm a fan of some of the guys. Like I like Al Horford, and I think he's a good baller. But granted, it's going to be Cavs Warriors.
Right,
That's kind of what everybody wants.
And you want to be hopeful of a good series, but it's just not going to happen. Yeah, in years past, at least the conference finals or semifinals mattered.
Let me ask you this: what's LeBron shooting? He's legit having a better playoff series or a playoff run right now than he ever has any year with the
shooting
Heat.
like
every year he just gets better. Like the conference,
absolutely nuts.
It's every single year at this point we're saying, is this the best LeBron we've ever seen?
No. And have you noticed that, throughout the whole season, everybody's talking about Russell Westbrook, everybody's talking about Isaiah Thomas, and everybody, dude, at the end of the day, who's the last person they're going to be talking about?
Last one standing is always LeBron.
It's going to be LeBron freaking James. It's absolutely wild.
And I think there's a little bit so I'll still watch, and I still think that Spurs and Golden State has a chance to be a captivating series, but the East just, it's a foregone conclusion. And we talk about how the Cavs.
You need that after the All-Star break.
How the Cavs coasted. And they've coasted throughout the playoffs. Golden State hasn't lost a game in the playoffs yet either. They've swept the first two series, took the first game too.
Shout out.
And it hasn't always been like that though, because if you remember last year, Golden State, Oklahoma City went 7 games.
Yes, it did.
So it's not like it's been going on.
That was a different Thunder team though.
Oh, really? They had a little guy called Kevin Durant. But I still think the West can be captivating. I think the East has a problem, and I'll still watch it. But a lot of casual fans will have that mentality. When it's just going to be Warriors, Cavs, part 3.
All right, so fair to say that, let's say, hypothetically, right, this is something crazy, but San Antonio's an Eastern team, and let's say it's them and the Cavs, and you just switch it up, right? I mean, then the Cavs have an issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. East is just weaker than the West.
It is, but you never know.
Hypothetically speaking, if we take the second best team in the West and put them in the East, does the East get harder?
What if Houston was actually a city in Florida?
Right. Right.
Okay. So we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to get into quick hits, talk NBA draft lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live on our YouTube page, also on 247miami.tv. 247 Miami broadcasting the events of this amazing city to the world. Follow on Twitter and Instagram at 247 Miami and like them on Facebook, 247 Miami. And coming up next, we have a little segment coming up. I like to call it Quick Hits.
That's right. It is time for Quick Hits, a favorite around the studios here. And
Favorite amongst everyone at 247.
And so, okay, so we go from first quick hit is from the NBA playoffs to the teams that are looking to make the playoffs. We have the NBA draft lottery tonight. Pretty much, you know, I think the theme for today is chalk. It should be pretty much chalk tonight. As far as the Heat go, it'll get very interesting for Heat fans early on. So here's what's going to happen.
Explain this to us.
Please do.
Here's what's going to
Put
happen.
me on.
The very first envelope that gets opened up should read the Heat. If it doesn't read Miami Heat, then that means we have a top 3 pick. So me and Coleman did a little research on this pre-show. Here's how the NBA draft lottery works. I don't know if it's always been like this, but this is how it is now. The actual lottery, the picking of ping pong balls, only matters for the top 3 picks. It only decides the top 3 picks. After that, it's NFL style where it's in reverse order of win percentage.
Record-wise.
So the Miami Heat have the best win percentage of all the teams that didn't make the playoffs. So if everything goes to chalk, we're going to have the 14th pick in the draft.
Right.
We have like one ball sitting in that machine.
Right. But we can't be 12. We can't be 7. We can't be 5. We can only be 14 or top 3. So right, if it's not the Heat, we have a top 3 pick. Same goes for every pick. So the first pick.
Wait a second.
So listen, the first pick, if the first pick comes out and it's the Heat, then the Heat have the 14th pick.
Right.
If the next pick comes out and it's the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets have the 13th pick. If the Denver Nuggets are not in the second envelope, then they have a 3rd overall pick. Does that make sense?
So the lottery has the balls of all the teams that are in the lottery.
Correct.
But
not all the NBA teams are in there.
No, only
How's Boston in
so
there?
it's the top 14 because they have it from a previous.
It's Brooklyn's pick.
It's Brooklyn's pick for trading either Paul Pierce or Kevin Garnett
or all of them.
all of them, whatever.
Gotcha.
But so all of the balls are sitting in the lottery machine, and they're that's for an opportunity to have pick 1 through 3.
Okay.
So they use the lottery ball machine to determine who is going to pick 1, 2, and 3, and then it goes in the order. They don't keep on picking in the lottery. So it goes, hey, here's the first pick, here's the second pick, here's the third pick, and then if all of those are already in the top 3 and it's not one that's outside of the top 3, then the rest of it just goes right in line like it was.
Okay. But obviously, the ones that are in the top 3 have the most chances of getting that
Correct.
because of the number of balls that
Boston
they have
has a 25% chance to get the first overall pick. The Miami Heat have a 0.5% chance.
because we literally have one ball in there.
Yeah. So it's either for every team outside the top 5, you either are locked into your spot or you're going to have a top 3 pick.
Right.
So for the Heat, it's 14
We're top 3.
or top 3. For Denver, it's 13 or top 3. And so forth.
let's
For
say-
Detroit, it's 12 or top 3.
So let's say that Denver. No, I mean, yeah, we'd still get 14. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right. And if Denver, so what would happen is if it goes Heat, if the next envelope is Pistons, that means Denver has a top 3 pick.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to here's a quick hit for me. This one's kind of random, but real quick. Peyton Manning gonna host the ESPYs.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. He's a funny guy.
I saw that and I thought that it was absolutely great. I think it's great for him. I think it's great for the I think it's gonna reflect nice on football too.
Please.
No.
Okay.
No, but it's
That was
fun.
fun.
I'm just ready for the.
But I have recorded.
I'm
and
ready.
I've watched
I'm
parts
just
of
ready for the
Instagram.
once.
memes.
Yeah, once someone cuts up and gives me 1 minute videos for Twitter and Instagram. That's how I watch the ESPYs.
Okay. Well, that's
And
good.
I'm just waiting for all the funny Peyton Manning jokes.
I wonder how involved. he's
Super
gonna
excited
Be.
about Peyton Manning hosting the ESPYs. Not gonna watch
watching
it.
the- yeah.
Not excited about the SBs themselves, but I am. I want to see how much writing he'll actually be involved with. I'm sure he's going to be involved with a lot of it because he's a funny guy. Nah,
We'll see.
he's pretty freaking funny.
He's funny, but is he right? I mean, there's funny
He's
and
like
then there's
low-key
right.
funny, dude.
There's funny and then there's right jokes funny. Like it's easy to be funny. It's a lot harder to write jokes and like come up with. I mean, speaking as a person who is generally kind of funny, and I've tried to like sit down and write jokes. That's hard.
Yeah.
That is really hard.
But there's techniques behind that, bro, that all these stand-up comedy artists use and stuff like that. Like,
which is why he's gonna have those people helping him write these jokes.
Yeah, he's not going to ask one of them to go out and throw a football a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Leave it to the professionals.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Next hit.
Sticking with the NFL, have you heard the latest Antonio Cromartie news?
No, but I saw his name come up on the ticker.
Okay, well, the current free agent cornerback, famous not only for playing
Having
football,
80
obviously,
kids,
yes,
right?
but for having a lot of kids. More specifically, I think he had 3 2-year-olds at the same time. From
Yeah.
different women while he was on Hard Knocks.
It's awesome.
I think I'm doing that correctly.
We all got a plan.
That's
B.
like twins, but they're not.
No, it's
Yeah.
just 3 different baby mamas,
It was
bro.
just different baby mamas.
just
But
3
it
different
was
baby
funny the way he did
mamas.
it because he was like, I've got a 1-year-old, I got a 2-year-old, and then he named the name, and then he was like, and then I got another 2-year-old, and then he named her name, and then he was like, and then I got another 2-year-old, and like everybody was like, what? How's that possible? Well, got a bunch of different baby mamas. Well, TMZ Sports has confirmed that, or his wife, Antonio Cromartie's wife, revealed on Instagram, and TMZ confirmed that she is pregnant with what will be his 14th child.
Yo.
And
Yo.
it will be the 3rd child that he's had since he had a vasectomy.
That is some super sperm.
Yeah, I guess they don't care about that. They're just
Dude.
squeaking through anyways.
No
That
way,
guy-
man.
Got
Yo,
some, got some Michael Phelps swimmers.
Yeah,
yo.
they clamp the pipes and they're just making their way through anyways.
Yo. Bro, I want to sue someone. I would honestly want to talk to somebody about this.
Well, I'm certain I know that it's not like 100%. Like if you get a vasectomy,
Dude, I mean, he's a football player. He's a millionaire, right? I don't know what he's got going on the side, but 14 kids?
yeah,
yo?
it's a lot of child support.
It
He's
is.
a free agent right now too,
Yeah,
so
it
he's
is.
not getting any checks.
I wonder how many he has with his current wife, though.
I think it's 6.
With his current, well, at least, you take 6 out of having to pay child support. He has to raise them anyways. He's
Yeah.
there in the same house.
He must be like allergic to latex.
Yeah.
Or, you would think
He
like
was sheepskin, man.
I don't know.
Yo, he tried. I mean, he got a vasectomy. You can't do anything else. Like, yo, that's like final stage. Like,
well, no, I mean, put a condom on.
Well, but he
Yo,
got a
but he got a
vasectomy. He's like,
vasectomy,
yo, I don't
dude.
need to. I could do
He
whatever I
doesn't
want
need
to.
to.
Okay,
apparently,
what's
the condom gonna do?
You had 11 kids before you got a vasectomy. You could have put a condom on a long
Yo.
time ago.
Homie, man, pull out effect didn't work for him.
Well, I mean, maybe
No, seriously, it
pull out
just,
game week.
no, seriously, it literally sounds like a guy who
That's a weak pull out game.
it's just like
What if he's just like, whatever? I
I don't want to wear condoms. These guys
That's a
just
lot of
all,
money.
This guy's just all about bareback.
So people have lots of
Yo.
kids sometimes.
But he doesn't have one of those,
Amish people have a lot of
$300
kids.
million contracts, bro.
Well, hey, life's not all about money.
Is
Sometimes
he
it's
still
about
playing
being.
football?
He's a free agent right
Yeah, hey, listen, why do you have 14 kids to get jobs?
now. Hey, listen, life is about
They're gonna take care of you.
experience
Yeah.
picnics with your 14 children from different baby mamas.
Yo.
Okay, not about
Listen,
money.
when you're 80 years old, and
One of them's got a.
when you're 80 years old and you didn't really save up too much money and the money well is running dry, what do you want? 3 kids you can lean on or 14?
Hey, look, the odds are much better that one of the 14 instead of one of the 3 is going to hit something big and be able to put you in some
Right.
I
sort of
think
nice house.
I think I'm gonna move forward in life with that theory that the more kids you have, the more chance one of them is gonna be rich and famous.
Yo, live your life.
Setting
Dude,
up franchises for the future.
No, I want to see the 3 2-year-olds play on the same football team. That's what I want to see.
And all their moms show up to cheer him on, and
Yes.
Cromartie's just the one dad.
No, and he's got them all in the skybox. That
Okay.
sounds like a reality show, dude. Why doesn't this guy have a reality show yet? He has 14 kids. I wonder. I'm gonna look up how many baby mamas he has. I'm amazed by this.
Okay.
Okay, Eddie Lacy. The Eddie Lacy fat clause?
Correct.
Yeah, it's written in the contract. There's ink
Zeus.
to paper on how much weight Eddie Lacy needs to lose. There's also incentives.
Correct. Okay, so the running back, the newly acquired Seattle Seahawk, just got a $55,000 bonus check for reporting to camp under 255 pounds. He actually made it to 253 by May 15th. The former Packer reportedly hit as much as 267 pounds in the offseason and had the agent write into the clause a $385,000 kicker overall with incentives that pay out $55,000 for each like milestone that he reaches as long as he continues to lose weight. So this one on May 15th, you got to be at 255. We'll give you $55,000 of that. June 15th, you're at 250. Here's another 55K.
No,
keep on losing weight, Eddie Lacy. We're going to keep on giving you more of that incentive money up to $385,000. I want a fat clause in whatever contract I sign for whoever I work for in the future.
Right.
I want that too.
Well,
They
what
probably give me one
happens,
too.
what happens when Eddie Lacy becomes too small to handle the ball in the NFL?
Well,
What if he
Yeah.
loses so much weight? He's like 175 pounds, but he's,
Yeah, I think they'd stop him, Matt. They would
they'd start
stop him.
paying. See, that's what you do if you're Eddie Lacy. You parlay this into making so much money to lose weight, and then you make them pay you to put the weight
To
back
put
on.
back
Yeah,
on.
but then you end up with diabetes.
He's probably pretty close right now.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can't be like, what actor was it? It wasn't 50 Cent. I think it was
50 Cent lost a lot of weight.
right.
for
But
something.
there was an actor that got like hepatitis or something because of the weight. Like,
you don't get hepatitis from losing
okay,
weight.
then it's not that. It was something. The guy got something, and I think it started with an H.
From like weight fluctuation.
Dude, from just going up and down and up in weight, it was absolutely insane. Like, you can't do that. Your body's can't do that.
Agreed, but they're definitely not getting hepatitis from doing that.
Okay,
He has 5 baby mamas.
let's
That's
switch.
not that bad.
No. But he actually pays up to $400,000 annually in child support, which
Yeah.
I don't think is that bad either.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
can
for
afford
having
that.
14 kids, well, granted, he's not paying for 6 of them.
Well,
but he-
they're over 18.
No, dude, they're his with his wife.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't pay child support if
Yeah, but he's still paying for it.
yeah, you pay. I
It's just
feel
not
like
coming right out of
I-
his check.
I feel like more money comes out of your check when the kid's living with you.
it was outrageous when Lil Wayne had like 3 of his baby mamas and all of his kids like in one house just because he wanted it that way.
Yeah, hey, you don't gotta dole out any money.
Yeah,
They
but
live
that
here.
guy that guy has a lot more money than Antonio Cromartie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So,
Okay, we'll switch to America's pastime,
yeah.
which has not been so great in Miami.
Right.
I heard this on the radio. I want to pose this question to you. What sounds worse? Okay, these are different time frames of losing that the Marlins are on right now. So you tell me what sounds worse. They've lost 6 out of 7. They've lost 9 out of 11. Or they've lost 15 out of 19.
Which one sounds worse?
Which one sounds worse?
Come on, man.
15 out of 9. That's
100%.
yeah, that's extended losing.
15 out of 19.
And they
that's just-
started 10-8.
They really did.
And now they're
We were really close.
14 and something really bad.
I went to 4 games before we started losing. Like, I was really excited for this Marlins squad.
You got to start going back to games then, buddy.
That's, I think, what it is. I already got my tickets May 28th. I'm
you
watching the Angels
reverse
play 'em.
jinxed it.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, I know. Way to go, right?
They've done exactly whatever it is that they've been doing since the last time I went to.
Let me tell you, and tonight, they're actually playing they played them last night too. They started a series last night with the Houston Astros, in which they got romped 7-2 last night. But
the old golden sombrero.
yeah, let me tell you something about those Astros, man. They're out there playing ball. They're out there. They're the best team in baseball right now.
Throwing some cheese.
And honestly, the guy that's on the mound today for Houston, Kuechly,
Luke Kuechly,
no,
Jr.
it's not Luke Kuechly.
He's a
It's Dave. Keuchel, right?
He's a
Dallas Keuchel, right?
former Cy Young winner.
Dallas
right.
Braden.
Dallas Keuchel, right? That guy.
Alex Rodriguez.
No, yeah, he hasn't lost a game. He won pitcher of the month last year,
Undefeated.
last month. last year. I said, oh man. So yeah, he's 6-0, and I don't think he's losing tonight either.
Going 7-0, the old golden sombrero.
No, that's just 3. There we go. Throwing the heater. High heat.
Yep.
Give him the heat. Give him the cheese. No, but baseball hasn't been that bad. I mean, there's been a lot of walk-off wins. Bryce Harper's doing his thing. I've been watching a lot of baseball. It's been fun. That whole Baltimore-Boston thing was a fun ride, and they still got to play like 8 more times. So we're gonna see a lot of fireworks.
A lot of racism.
Yeah, and actually over the weekend, my little quick hit here, it was the retiring of. Look, man. So check this out. Marlins fan, Red Sox fan, right? But I respect baseball. I think I've said this before. I did cry when Derek Jeter retired.
You did say that.
Yeah. And they retired his jersey on Sunday, on Mother's Day. I thought it was funny. The first thing he said was, "Oh, well, happy Mother's Day, first and foremost. You know, this day isn't about me," et cetera, et cetera. A guy had his grandma, wife out there who's an expecting mother. She's a model. She's really dope. I don't think she knows much English. And
perfect.
You know, and he had his sister. There was like a family thing. It was really nice. So fun fact that Derek Jeter will be the last, or is the last Yankee to have worn a single-digit number. Now officially 1 through 9 are all retired. He's going in Memorial Park in one of the most historic, one of the most historic franchises, the most winningest franchise in all of sports. The Yankees with 27 championships. So as much as I hate to say it, I watched it, I respected it, and I really, I'm personally, I grew up with Jeter and that jump, that jump throw, and the guy was a monster, bro. Five World Series, and it's the guy did a lot of winning, bro, and a lot of classic plays that people forget about. So,
are you gonna cry in the studio right now? Do you think?
No,
a little bit. You tearing up?
How many of those retired numbers, like 1 through 9, can you name the players?
0.
Are you kidding
I can
me, dude?
name almost all of them.
Yeah, well, stop looking at my computer screen.
Those aren't even them.
Of course they are.
All right. Well, I know that 7 is Mickey Mantle.
All right.
I want to say Lou Gehrig is 9.
He's 4.
Babe Ruth is number 5, right?
He's 3.
I have no idea.
Number 5 is Joe DiMaggio.
Okay.
Number 8 is Alex Rodriguez.
Ty Cobb.
What did you say, bro?
What's 1? David Cohn.
David Duchovny. X-Files.
Actually, David Cohn was out there for the ceremony for Jeter.
He pitched a perfect game. Of course, you need to have him out there.
David Cohn was number 00.
Many giving Derek Jeter the recognition he never got before.
Yeah.
Finally, Derek Jeter getting recognized for his work.
Underappreciated underdog, Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Finally, someone says what
Finally.
needs to be said. Go put a statue of him outside your house.
I love baseball.
If somebody won't do it, you should.
I love baseball. Sorry, guys.
I do too.
No, you don't.
I mean,
Everybody hates
just-
baseball. I asked somebody the other day, "Hey, you like baseball?" Nah. Straight up, just like that. I go, "Do you like sports at all?" Yeah, football, basketball,
Dude, are you
and soccer.
Yeah. You're surprised by that? I mean, there's a lot of people our age that aren't really crazy into baseball.
Why don't you at me next time? Okay, I'm sitting right across from you.
Yeah.
I don't like baseball.
Make the game fun again, man. It's a fun game.
I'll go to a baseball
America's
game
pastime.
if whatever. Hey, look,
they're free.
No, I was gonna say if the owner wasn't a bag of whatever it is.
Right. So what
and
happened? What are you gonna tell me when he sells the team?
I'll go back
this year.
I'll go back. I like the stadium. I went to opening the inaugural season at the new stadium. I like it. That's fine. I don't necessarily.
Speaking of
go.
Jeter, he's going to be involved in.
He might.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Well, he's in one of the groups, but
He's in the group that got it.
We
It's
talked
over.
about this.
Yeah, we already talked
We
about
talked
this.
about this
Right, but
extensively.
Jeb and Jeter, they got it.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's still some negotiations. They still need money. So
Okay. We will be right back on the couch.
Les Grossman.
We not get money yet. Price now 100 million. You pay now or tomorrow Simple Jack die.
Great. Let me get this down. 100 million. Oh, wait. I got a better idea.
Stay tuned to the couch on 247miami.tv.
Instead of 100 million, how about I send you a hobo's cheese? Then you kill him. Do your thing. Skin the Go to town, man. Go to town.
No.
In the meantime, and as usual, go yourself.
Welcome back to The Couch. The Couch is brought to you by 24/7 Miami and Now Trending. Now Trending is a podcast on 24/7 News with a Twist every Monday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. live on 24/7 Miami Radio. Follow them on Twitter at Now Trending 247. Everything that my 24/7 Miami does can also be found on the TuneIn app. Okay, so now we will get into Tuesday. So it's your mother's favorite segment.
Yeah.
Simple Jack.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Goodbye, Mama. Now you can have ice cream in heaven. I'll see you tonight when I go to bed in my head movies. But this head movie makes my eyes rain.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to all of the moms out there's favorite segment.
That's right.
Simple Jack, or maybe this week, Simple Jill is a more appropriate name.
Oh, we got him. Maybe she's mom.
Oh, courtesy of the Associated Press out of Spartanburg,
South Carolina.
Police say a woman has been arrested for punching her son, a minor, in the head. The boy gave his grandma a Mother's Day card, but not his mom.
Damn.
The Spartanburg police report says
known better.
that the mom became angered by the slight and struck the boy, whose age wasn't released, in the head, then snatched grandma's card away from her and tore it up. The boy was taken to a local hospital and treated for minor injuries, and the mom was arrested and charged with Happy Mother's Day.
Yo, you know what it is to have to you smack your kids so hard he's got to go to like a clinic to get like make sure you didn't get any head trauma or anything like that.
I never had to go for getting.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've gotten our share of whoopings, but
Listen, did that mom deserve a Mother's Day card? Maybe she whips him all the time, and maybe that kid is closer with his grandma, or maybe, they didn't disclose the kid's age, so I'm imagining he's under like 12.
I would
yeah, well,
think
that's allegedly though. I mean, we don't know. The
Yeah.
kid's only 14 for all.
So okay, now let's go deeper into this. All right, now we're talking about a 10-year-old kid. Kid doesn't have all kinds of money.
right. He could only get one card.
You know how much cards cost these
They're a
days?
lot.
I didn't even get any cards this year, and I spent $50 on 3
Matt.
bouquets of flowers, and I'm
Matt.
like, I'm not spending another $20 on cards.
Matt,
I could say these things with I could say these words with my mouth. I'm not gonna buy a card. It's $5 for the most basic Hallmark card. This 10-year-old kid is not going out there buying all kinds of cards, writing all kinds of things in them.
Yo, do you ever like pass kindergarten, bro? You can like make one with a piece of paper.
That's what I'm saying.
So it would have been a lot cheaper than. I mean, I'm sure you got a piece of paper somewhere laying around.
Yo, this dude clearly does not care for his mom that much.
Well, I mean, yeah, granted, and I'm. You know what? That was for the sake of argument because I'm on your side. What if she's a crappy mom? Who
Yeah.
knows? Like, yo, I don't know what you do for me or what you don't do for me, mom. Like, what's up? Maybe she had sour breast milk when she was, I don't know. What's up?
They didn't divulge all of that information.
Yeah,
so
we didn't- we-
we'll just have to.
No, I really
use
wanna know
our
how-
imagination to determine what exactly the cause.
I wonder what he got treated for, though. I mean, was it cut?
I mean, I
Minor
guess-
injuries.
Yeah.
If it's a 10-year-old got punched in the face, they're probably like, "Hey, we want to bring him over to the hospital and make sure his head's not broken."
And I forgot what I was gonna say. All right.
You lost your train of thought.
Yeah. Are you ready, Dubby?
Huh?
Are you ready?
I could be ready in a moment's notice.
Okay.
Are you going to give us the New York Yankees numbers again?
Dubby Dubai knows it all.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Hoo-ha! Do you know who I am? I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
That was stupid. Was it?
They say that the only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. There it is. W Dubai. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So with this age of modern technology and social media and Facebook, Instagram, and your whole life is really lived on the internet nowadays, right? So for all you that are guilty of nonstop selfies, there's a smartphone accessory for taking better selfies with your dog. All right. I'm not guilty of this. I don't take much pictures. I despise pictures. All pictures are as proof to me.
Because you're ugly.
The Pooch selfie attaches to your phone and it holds a squeaky ball to get your dog's attention while you use the front or rear facing camera. The ball also detaches so that you can reward the little Pooch after snapping the photo that you want. A portion of every purchase is donated to animal shelters.
Is this Dubby Knows It All or like
Is this
an
another
ad
plug?
or a plug for a selfie stick?
No, it's Dubby Knows Everything. I guess I thought it was nice.
How much? What is you got? What is it? Tell them where they can buy it.
They can buy it at doggytoys at
Doggy
wdubai.com.
Yo, link in bio. Link in bio. No, yeah, man.
Is this your company, Doug?
Yeah.
No. It isn't. But in case you didn't know, crows love to pull tails, and it's a strategy that they use to distract an animal from eating them, so that they can steal. It's
Twigs.
Yeah.
Grasshoppers.
pretty much. Yeah.
Whatever crows eat.
All right. That was great.
Bird food.
Eat
Awesome.
crow, dude.
I can't wait. Ooh. Somebody did that.
All right. Continuing our theme of segments here in the final segment with segments within the segment. All right.
Segmentception. Earth-shattering news.
Yes. Return of earth-shattering news. Been a while, but Coleman's got something big.
Okay.
I'm talking huge.
It's gonna
This
be huge.
is going to turn your guys' brains upside down when you hear what's going on here. So, as everybody knows, our always popular earth-shattering news segment. In this earth-shattering news, I don't know if you guys saw that Avril Lavigne was trending on Twitter.
I did not.
Wow.
You know who that is, right?
When
The
was the
pop
last
star?
time? Yeah, when was the last time?
She was a
punk?
skater boy.
She was like a skater boy punk.
Yeah,
So
well,
he said, "See you later, boy."
that's relatable. That's related to the story. So the pop star was trending this weekend after a thread about her went viral. The thread was actually a conspiracy theory that Lavigne has been dead since 2003, and her record label covered it up, replacing her with a body double named Melissa Vandela. Now, if you want to Google that name, you can see this girl looks
Striking resemblance.
very striking resemblance
What's
to
her name?
Avril Lavigne.
Melissa.
That's spelled normally. And the last word is Vandela or Vandella, Vandella. The thread is enormous. I don't even know how many posts it is. It's got to be at least 30. But it goes on to talk about things like
Wait, but is Vandela dead?
a cover up. Avril Lavigne is dead.
Oh.
They replaced her with this person.
Oh my goodness.
But it goes on to discuss things like change in facial features. There's like, if you Google Avril Lavigne ears and then Google Avril Lavigne ears 2003, there's like a whole different segment of pictures that come up on Google Images and stuff like that. They say that obviously her style changed over the years because she got older, but the location of birthmarks and handwriting has even changed.
Yeah, hey, I'm on board. This 2013 Avril does not look like Avril of 2003. It also says Avril 2003 in parentheses RIP.
Yeah.
So that's dead giveaway.
Yo, I think the new Avril's hot.
She kind of looks like Hillary Duff. I think it's Hillary Duff.
What did you just say, bro?
New Avril looks like Hillary Duff.
But Hillary Duff is still alive, so they can't make her be the new
Hillary
Avril.
Dillery
Yo,
Duff.
so no one knows if Avril Lavigne's really alive.
Hey, listen, I mean, how would you know? What if they changed their social security number? They were like, hey, listen, this is Avril now.
Well, I mean, okay.
Have you seen both of them in the same room together?
well,
no, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Has anyone?
Well,
I think the couch needs to be the lead on this story.
Yo,
we're gonna
This could be our big break if we confirm or deny this theory, and it shows up on the ticker as first reported by the couch.
Now wait a second. Look, in the picture that I'm looking at, right? It looks like they have the same necklace on, though.
Duh, get another necklace.
Except she looks a little thicker in the new.
Wow,
one,
genius by the Avril Lavigne people to use the same necklace.
Notice little details like that. If
Yeah.
you're gonna
that's 10 years apart, though.
Although, yeah, you know what though? Would Avril Lavigne be wearing the same necklace for 10 years?
Right.
Maybe. I've had the same necklace on for about 5 or 6 years now.
Yo, do you guys know if bonita fish are big? All right. That was fun.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see when we get into like the doldrums of summer where there's nothing to talk about except for Derek Jeter and other baseball related.
Well, yeah,
things.
because we don't even have Olympics this year.
We'll start getting into more
we don't
conspiracy related
just like
topics.
we don't have Olympics this year.
We don't have
like
Olympics.
every other year except for the 4th year.
Yeah,
Right.
but not since the inception of the couch. This will be the first summer that we won't have the Olympics.
That's true. When's the World Cup? Isn't the World Cup this year?
I don't know, but
No.
we can get into things like Bigfoot, lizard people.
And
This
bonita
is just a
fish.
teaser. Bonita fish. If you've got some conspiracy theories about that kind of stuff, we'll get into that when we don't. When we're talking about the Marlins.
Right.
I'll get into that kind of stuff.
Right.
We could get some real deep conversations going, and we could tweet about it and draw some people in. We're having like a business meeting on air now with me talking about it.
Right. Hey, don't give away all our things.
That was just kidding. Turn it off.
Yeah, we're not going to do any of those things. We'll cut that out.
Other earth-shattering news.
Well, hold on. I just pulled a picture of 1999 Avril Lavigne.
Oh, we're going back.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm going deeper.
Now, 2013 Avril Lavigne looks like the 2003 Avril Lavigne.
Right. No. This ain't. No.
Maybe she didn't die uncovering something that did happen. Maybe she went into a coma for 10 years and then came out.
Yo, and let me ask you this. So this Melissa Vandella, like, has she not come out and said like, hey, no, I'm Melissa, like my name's not Avril?
Of course,
Yeah.
Avril clone would come out and say, I'm not Avril, I'm Melissa, duh.
Yeah, if she would be killed almost instantly.
And then they would replace her with another one.
With another Melissa Vandella Avril Lavigne.
You don't know how conspiracy theories work, my brother. We're going to get into this.
To all of our listeners, our loyal listeners, if you've seen Avril Lavigne anywhere since what, 2003?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you've seen Avril Lavigne, let us know. We're trying to decide if Avril Lavigne is still alive or if Melissa Vandella has been portraying Avril Lavigne for the last 14 years.
Correct. And then what they were saying, what a lot of the speculation was that she was depressed because a lot of the songs were about like boys and stuff like that.
Was she like famous for dating anybody?
The guy from Sum 41. I don't know if you know who that is.
Right, Wentz, Pete Wentz.
I don't know.
No, that's Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, so the rumor was that
come on, man.
She
who doesn't know that?
She committed suicide in 2003. And speaking of suicide, we have an Aaron Hernandez update really quick. Aaron Hernandez's fiance does not believe that the note was written by Aaron Hernandez. She has
the one to her, the one to the lover.
To her. She does not believe that it was written by him.
Because it's all spelt correctly or something?
There was good spelling in it, but that's not what she said. She said that it wasn't personal or intimate enough. It addressed her as Shay instead of Babe or Bay, which all of the letters that he wrote to her were addressed to Babe or Bay. What else did he say? It wasn't signed Your Soulmate, which all of the letters that he sent to her previously had been signed.
And you'd
Your
think
Soulmate.
the last one he'd ever sent would be like
she said that it was very
I
different.
saw it.
It was very I saw a screenshot of it. She said that the handwriting was very similar, but it's very easily, they think that they could have duplicated it, especially if it's a conspiracy.
Right.
Then, but she's going on to say that she does not believe that he committed suicide, and then she doesn't think that he wrote the note.
So he's still alive?
Well, no, they killed him.
Oh.
Well,
you've been listening to The Couch on 24/7 Miami.tv and on the TuneIn app every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. 6:30, actually. See you later.
Erica.
And Ty